That day we will know who were the true worshippers of Jesus Christ. Now get it. Now let me give you another thing that is making it attractive. It is either being used in prisoners or terrorists, tracking down terrorists, or this kind of things. It's also becoming attractive in prisoner control to curb issues of jailbreak. You know, this is something that uses GPS. So the idea is that to stop those issues of jailbreak, if you talk about jailbreak, recently you hear many of these things in the news. Afghanistan, the Taliban breaking into jails, freeing their prisoners. Boko Haram doing the same in Nigeria. Go to Mexico, drug cartels, all breaking jails to free their members. And here's the idea that if we tag prisoners, we put this microchips in their body, then even if they run away, they can be located via GPS. But by the time they'll be tagging prisoners, do you think they are going to tell you that we are coming to tag you with a microchip? It's just an injection that makes it dangerous that they can even do it, and they are already doing it. If you care to know, are you getting it? On July 10th, 2008, there was a new item in a number of papers about UK government to begin chipping prisoners, and the aim of the chipping was to facilitate the tracking of current and former prisoners by means of microchip implanted under their skin. And it was argued that the chipping of the prisoners could reduce prison crowding by releasing prisoners but keeping them under surveillance via microchip. So you see, that's also another area. It's becoming attractive. Are you getting it? Now let me give you, it is even used in the brain and brain control. This aspect is very interesting. And I've been trying to get this article. I got it sometime. I don't know where I kept it. I looked for it. But it was about two scientists in the UK who have implants under their skin that enable them. It was reported about, I think, 2004. So, yeah. The two scientists, they had implants that enabled them to send email but just by thinking. Are you getting it? Just send email. And it's for a very good reason. And there was another article that was in the ABC News on hallelujah, September 23rd, 1998, and it was captioned, "Professor feels himself becoming closer to a machine." And the story was about one Professor Kevin Warwick, who enters his office in unfamiliar manner. Are you getting it? In Reading University. And as the professor walked through the hall, without any visible action, lights began to turn on, doors began to open as he approached them. And the point is that the building knows who he is and what he expects. And he was able to do this thing based on a simple smart card implanted in his left arm. And so he was dubbed the cyborg man in UK. Are you getting it? So with a microchip, you can do a lot of things. How does that help? You see, we are hearing issues of kidnapping. Are you getting it? People kidnap. We have these cases in Somalia where pirates could kidnap those on board those vessels and demand ransom. We have heard it over and over. We have cases in Nigeria where militants kidnap people at the Niger Delta, the oil working place, and demand ransom. Are you getting it? And so, if you have these microchips on you, the point is that even if you are kidnapped, the security forces, you just send email to authorities, to families and friends, just by thinking. And it's happening. And it's attractive. So if you are working in dangerous parts, and your work is very dangerous, in the future, it's a possibility. You might consider it without even knowing it, unless somebody sits you down and tell you what the dangers of this thing are. Are you getting what I'm talking about? So, as kidnapping and all those things increase, it will be in the interest of people working in dangerous parts. Let's talk about journalists, those who are tourists. We've been hearing this thing over and over of people being kidnapped. So, it is very attractive for your own security. These are the right major reasons why various aspects of society are embracing the microchip. Now get it. It is also being attractive in the military and the security services. China, Mexico, and the US reportedly have some of their elite military forces being required to have RFID chips implanted beneath their skin to facilitate security monitoring on the battlefields. And that is understandable. So imagine a soldier is kidnapped. He can be located and rescued. You remember the popular case of that Israeli soldier Gilad Shalit. For 5 years he was in detention by Hamas militants. They placed him somewhere that even Israel of all nations could not even locate where that soldier was, and had to exchange 1,000 prisoners, Palestinian prisoners, for that single soldier. So is it not a good idea if soldiers compulsorily for their own security are implanted with an RFID. Are you getting it? So that in case you are kidnapped without any sweat, you can be located via GPS and then you are rescued. So it's becoming very attractive in the military, and these things are going to be done with or without the knowledge of the people. And get it, let me give you another reason: security clearance. We are growing every day in a world of insecurity, of mistrust, and many other things in companies and organizations. So the point is that companies are finding the technology attractive by giving some of their workers only those required exclusive access to certain security areas. It means with a microchip inside of you, you are permitted to enter certain places. If you don't have it, if you are not authorized, once you approach that door, it will tell you access denied. Are you getting it? Only those who have access to those safes, those sensitive documents, areas of a company will be required. It will be part of job requirement. And what are you going to do? And it will be well-paying jobs. So those of you who love money, you go for those jobs and have the microchip. And let me give you this case. It was reported by the AP Associated Press on July 17, 2004. And it was captioned, "Microchips implanted in Mexican officials. Attorney General prosecutors carry security pass under their skin." And this, the article, let me read part of it. It said, "Security has reached the subcutaneous level for Mexico's Attorney General and at least 160 people in his office. They have been implanted with microchips that get them access to secure areas of their headquarters. It is pioneering application of a technology that is widely used in animals but not in humans. Mexico's top federal prosecutors and investigators began receiving..." If you don't know Jesus, receive Jesus into your heart today. The world will hate Jesus. They will hate everyone who is calling on Jesus in a time to come. It will take a serious dimension. Receive Jesus today and have your soul saved from eternal perdition. Pray this prayer after me. Say, "Dear Lord Jesus, I believe you are the Son of God. I believe you are coming again. I believe you died for my sins. I believe God raised you from the dead on the third day. I come to you. Forgive me my sins. Wash me with your blood and prepare me for your coming. Amen."